truly that the important lessons for fintech products, they come from very different areas. They come, for example, from the psychology of cognition, how people process information. They come from social psychology, how people interact and influence each other. Personality is really important, the difference between people and traits and styles. Perception, human perception and motivation, what motivates people. But most importantly, maybe the psychology of decision making, how people, so they end up making the kinds of decisions that they engage in. So some of the examples of relevant principles for fintech products from these various angles that should be considered. One is people consciously they will desire many choices, lots of choices, but in practice, and there's a lot of research that shows that too many choices, if you provide too many choices, then you paralyze people. Or the other important aspect to consider is for fintech product developers that stories and narratives influence decisions far more than cold data, than pure data. Rewards are very powerful. That's something we mentioned already, but I think many developers don't know that a special kind of reward is most powerful, and that's called the variable ratio schedule. That's the kind of reward where you can't predict when, where you can't predict after how many times of doing something you are actually rewarded. FinTech doesn't know that so well, but casinos know it very well. It's the principle they use to make a lot of money with. And then finally, it's important that personalities of users are very different. And great FinTech includes behavioral science to recognize users for who they are. For example, for motivating somebody intrinsically with what is really meaningful to them. So overall, I think that FinTech so far has been focused on intriguing technical aspects. It's been about easing transactions, reducing transaction costs. But it's important that we remind ourselves that people ultimately are always motivated by psychology, by needs, by goals. And behavior and experience is about psychology. It's not only about finance, it's not about technology only. So I think I see the future in a very bright future in behavioral fintech, in technology that does justice to people, to who you are as a person, that supports the decisions you want to take and that frees you up to deal with creative aspects of decision making, and that creates meaningful, enjoyable experiences as you interact with the product.